Hi everybody, my name is Christina Taylor. I'm team leader of Team Go Read and Friends, and I wanted to come on and talk to you about my recent achievement, which is to win the travel incentive to Bangkok for 2021. I found out at the Next Chapter event that I'd won. But at the time, I was completely bedbound. I didn't know at the time, but I had COVID-19. And a few hours after learning that I'd won, I was taken to hospital. So the whole announcement and the impact of winning was just completely washed over by my sickness. And I'm only just recovering now out of isolation yesterday, back on it. And it's been a massive setback for me. I had a lot of plans for me and my team, but I'm excited to get back going again now that I am better. So now is the time that I've really sort of allowed it to sink in that I have won a travel incentive to Bangkok in Thailand with Usborne Books at Home. This is not something that I thought would ever happen for me, winning it or earning it. So I first learned about the travel incentive at my first LA. I watched an inspirational group of women talk about their trip to India that they had earned, not won, but earned. These travel incentives, you can earn your place on them. You don't have to be lucky and get pulled out of a draw. You can actually earn your place on them. And since I've been an organiser, I've watched other organisers around me go to India, St. Petersburg, and also win the trip to Cuba and now Bangkok. The Cuba trip hasn't happened yet, but it will be happening. Same with the Bangkok trip, that's not happened yet, but it will be happening. Now, I tried my best to go for the Cuba incentive. I really, really wanted to go to Cuba. I'd never been before. And I said I was going to go for it. And I wasn't successful. And it really affected me because I did get my first entries for St. Petersburg, but then I didn't continue the momentum and I didn't achieve it. But I knew where I went wrong. Whereas with Cuba, I felt like I'd done everything I could to do what was required, which was to support my team to promote to leaders themselves. And the reason that I want to do this is because, in my opinion, Usborne, the doors of Narnia, if you like, open even further once you become a leader with Usborne. Things become easier. Not that it's less work, but you've just got access to so many incentives. To name a few, the free postage, the discounted postage for customers, the free leaflets, access to so much support from other organisers and head office, leadership academy, just to name a few of the benefits of the business development programme. Running your business becomes so much more exciting when you're a leader. It's easier to do the things that you want to do. And also, it's so much more fun having a team, people you can bounce off. There's been occasions in the past where I've allocated events to my team and when I've not been able to do them. My team group is a wonderful group of ladies who all support each other so much. And even when I've had to take time out through being booted off Facebook or for being poorly, they all pull together and support each other. Work with Usborne doesn't become easier or harder, it just changes as your business progresses. So when I started, I did a lot of work on establishing myself, reaching out to customers, attending events, networking. Whereas now I have an established customer group. I'm still always on the lookout for new ones. But most of my energy now goes to supporting my team and keeping my own business going with sales. Sorry, my throat's still a bit tight. So my business has changed in how I run it now, and I just absolutely love it. And what it also means is that when I'm not able to do events, or when I'm not able to get online and make sales, I have a residual income from commission from my team, which keeps me going. So everything has an impact. All of those steps that you're taking now have an impact in the future. All of those events that I attended, where I may not have got as many sales as I liked, but I worked my prize draw slips and I made connections, they're all paying off now. So at the time, I'd come home and feel deflated. Maybe I only took £40. Some events I took hundreds of pounds. But I always looked at it in the way that you're networking, you're making connections, and work those prize draw slips and work those connections for recruiting, for events, and for schools. And they are all coming into fruition now that I'm taking a step back. And you can network, you don't have to be face to face, you can do it online as well, just as easily, just a little bit differently. So the reason, sorry about this guys, the reason I'm telling you all this is because I have worked hard to get where I am as a leader, and my main focus now is always maintaining and supporting my team and encouraging them to go for that promotion, whether it be in double promotion bonus or not, because the benefits, apart from the bonus cash, are just the same, and they really, 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 really do help your business so much, and anyone can do it. I've met so many hundreds of leaders, team leaders, group leaders, divisional leaders, executive leaders, and the thing they have in common is that they are kind, they are hardworking, and they are resilient. I don't know what jobs they did before they became leaders, not all of them anyway. There are no special superstar skill except for showing that sheer grit and determination and resilience. When I first saw that group of women who'd been to India and saw how emotional they were, that they'd worked their butts off and earned their places, it was so inspiring, and it made me think I can go for this. And I did go for the St. Petersburg one, and I missed it. I think I got 12 steps out of 15. The Cuba one, last year, my business pretty much plateaued. But I say plateaued, I had the biggest sales that I've ever had, the biggest growth to my team that I ever had, but I never achieved the things that I wanted to achieve, which was to promote leaders, to promote more leaders, because that's what makes my heart happy. That's what makes me feel that I'm doing my job. I've brought these people into my team. It's my job to make sure that they get the very best out of their business. So I felt a little bit flat, and towards the end of the year, I started to lose my sparkle a little bit with Usborne. And then I will never leave Usborne, even if it means I'm doing something with my own for my own family. I will never not be an organiser. But I decided that I was going to maintain rather than grow and just see what happens. The key message there is I didn't quit. I just slowed down and took a break. And I sort of had a little idea in my head that if I didn't win the travel, that was the thing, then I was going to just plateau and I was going to maintain my business. I did not think I was going to win. If I was going to win, that was going to give me the boost that I needed. Not just because I've won a trip, all expenses paid to Bangkok, but because when I listen to the stories from the other leaders, the things that they've shared on the trip, the way their eyes have been opened. Most people who go on travel come back inspired from spending all of that time by themselves, without their family and without their normal commitments, and with other inspirational people who are striving to build and write a better story for their family. So that is what I'm looking forward to so much about being lucky enough to win this travel incentive to Bangkok, is to be around these women for all that time and to really just be me and refocus on where I'm going with my business. And my plan is it died a death a little bit, but it's back now. I would love to attend a travel incentive with members of my team. We're already talking about going to the celebration in September together. and I would just love to travel abroad with them. Some of the people in my team I haven't even met, but it feels like I've known them for years. It's such a fantastic experience, and you really don't need to worry about the skill set that you have. Everything that you need to know can be learned along the way, and we're all here to support each other. So the travel incentive, if you promote to a new leader this year, then you will get an entry for every single month that you qualify as a leader. That means 4 actives, 4 active on files, and £1,800 worth of team sales. If you are already a leader, you will get, if you are qualifying every single month, you will get a draw into the established leaders wildcard draw, which basically means there's less of you, because it's people that have been consistent every single month of the year in qualifying. And that's the one that I won. And I was really delighted to win it, actually, because I hadn't achieved my goal of promoting leaders. And that really did make me feel sad. Although on reflection, I don't really believe the correct or the right amount of work was done to achieve that. I can't understand quite yet why, but my team and I were on it again, and hopefully my mentors will become leaders again this year, because they so deserve it. But I'm so glad I won in this category, because I've qualified as a leader every single month since becoming a leader. The very first month after qualifying, I didn't qualify for the simple reason I didn't know I had to. I knew nothing about the achievement awards. I'd gone for my quick start, kit boost, kit refund, recruiters reward, double promotion bonus. I'd gone through all of that. Then I felt like I'd got to the top of the mountain, and I just thought, wow, I've done it. Didn't know what happened next, had no idea. When my mentor reached out to me to sort of say, you're not qualified, do you want to talk about it? I was like, what does that even mean? I didn't know it was a thing. I'd basically hit the ground running with Usborne. I hadn't done a lot of reading or watching of anything. That's just the way that I tackled it. So once I knew all of the things that could be achieved and the benefits of qualifying, every single month since February 2018, I've qualified every single month. And this is the minimum that I expect in my business. At first, it was a struggle. I worked hard with my team to support them in getting their events booked in growing their business, in finding out what they wanted to do, whilst also growing and developing my own school business and my own sales, and trying to recruit. I've never been a huge recruiter. I've never been someone that has loads of people joining their team every single month. In fact, last season, I didn't recruit a single person, and I probably didn't do the work too, if I'm honest with myself. I lost my sparkle a bit, but I've done the work. Even when things have been tough and I felt like giving up, I've worked with my team to make sure that we qualify as a team every single month. Because when I'm a leader, I have access to so much more that I can share with my downline, with my team, and help them with their business as well. So I could never imagine not qualifying as a leader. It's the bare minimum expectation I have for myself every month. And with that attitude, each month it became easier and easier. Maybe not easier, but less stressful, because I had the confidence in the processes I had in place. And then I changed my benchmark to productivity. So I'd want to hit 3,600 as a team every month. And then my team started recruiting, and they started recruiting. My team was now wide and deep, and hitting that qualification would happen within the first few weeks, and hitting productivity would happen. And before I knew it, we were bringing in 10 grand worth of sales as a team every single month as well. And it just grew like that. And now things have started to plateau again. I know that I need to step in and support my team and bring in new people to the team. So what I'm trying to say is, it's all fun and games. We're all learning this together. And you can actually earn your place on a travel incentive just by supporting others, by sharing the opportunity and supporting them to get the best out of this business. You could be going to the Maldives. If you are a leader already, there is absolutely no reason why you cannot be on that plane and going to the Maldives. what an amazing opportunity that would be to go there and have everything paid for, your food, your travel. It would just be immense. There's no reason why, if you're a leader already, you can't go. And if you're not a leader already, you could qualify this month, next month, and get a wild card, and you could have a chance of winning that holiday. And you might think, who wins a holiday? In Usborne Books at Home, people win. The lady that won last year, Abigail, we had a great chat. We both did This Morning Live together for Usborne, and she didn't expect to win. I certainly did not expect to win. I was watching from my bed, falling asleep, feeling really ill, thinking, which person is going to win this, holiday, and how proud they should be of themselves for qualifying every single month. I wonder who it's going to be. And I have Mark's phone number saved in my phone. When my phone rang and I saw Mark Franklin, and there's a delay from the live and the phone call, I could not believe it. My first thought was, oh God, how am I going to speak? I couldn't speak. Every time I spoke, I'd be sick. I was so ill. I didn't really connect the dots. It was all a bit strange, and all I could say was thank you, so appreciative. Usborne don't have to offer us these incentives. They're paying us great commission, giving us free books, but they offer us these amazing incentives, and I won one, and I can't believe it's happened to me, honestly. And it happened to me because I worked hard and I never gave up. And you know what? When I got the email, which basically says, can you go if you win? I almost said no, because I lost my faith in my Usborne income. So I took on a job as a tutor. I used to be a teacher full time. And I thought, will I get time off work? And that reminded me how much I want Usborne to work. I don't want to be working as a tutor. I love teaching and I love the children, but I miss that flexibility that I had when I was just an Usborne organiser. So my goal now is to get that back and yet again leave the tutoring programme and just be an Usborne Books organiser. So when I got the email, I thought, will I get time off? Also, I thought, I can't leave my little boy with my husband for, approximately a week. I can't do that. Like, they'll survive, but I want my little boy to thrive. And my husband plays computer games and gives him crisps. That's basically the summary of my husband's childcare. He loves him and they have great time, but it's not to my standard, let's just say that. And, but then I thought, do you know what? He will survive. His dad loves him, his dad cares for him, and he will survive. And actually, I deserve this. I've earned my entry into this draw, and my name was pulled out. And I do believe that everything happens for a reason. And I thought, if you say that you can't go, you are a fool. So I said I could go. Didn't think I was going to win, to be honest. But I did feel a bit scared when I said I could go. Sent the email. And the rest is history. And now, as you can see, I've pulled out my old travel guide from when I visited Thailand many, many years ago. And I am so excited. Goodness knows when it will happen, but rest assured, I know that it will happen one day and in the future. And the next travel incentive, the Maldives, is just out of this world. If ever you needed a reason to promote and make the most of your business, then this is it. And it could be you guys. You can work your way there and earn your way there, or you can work your way there and go into a draw, and it could be you. I implore you, give it a go. Really just try, test the water, and hopefully I'll be seeing lots of you at the Maldives if I'm consistent enough and resilient enough and gritty enough to earn my place there as well. I hope you found this useful. I felt like I had to come on and talk to the division about it, because there aren't many people that actually go on a travel incentive. Out of the 10,000 organisers, less than 20 ladies, although they will take every single person that qualifies for it. Unbelievable. There's no cap on it. They will take every single person that has triple gold. So think about that. It could be you. Okay, guys, I will see you soon. Bye-bye.